try that again. Hi everyone. Hi. So much better. Thank you. Alright. So my name is Harsha. I'm from Ascendance. I'm 15 and yes, I did skip school today.
For a good cause, it's okay.
For a good cause? Yeah. Thanks for sensing that. And I'm going to be talking about solving world problems, starting with me. Alright. But before that, can we do a little game?
Yes!
Okay. So can everyone please stand up?
Yes!
Is everyone up? Awake? You might want to stretch a little bit. Get ready? Alright. So I want everyone to close their eyes. Close your eyes. And think of a word. Any word. Okay? Preferably not a curse word, right? And I want you to just think about this word, repeat it a couple of times. It could be watermelon, bottle, cone, whatever you want. Alright? Everyone got a word?
Yes.
Okay. Now, on the count of 3, whisper the word out loud. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Now, I want you to shout the word loud as you can. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Nice. Alright. Now, one more thing. I want you to imagine the voice of an old man. Okay. Now, say the word in the voice of this old wise man.
Are you going to count?
Watermelon. Like that. However you want. 1, 2, 3. Now imagine a pirate. Okay, a pirate.
Pirate?
Yeah, a pirate. Why not? You like pirates, okay? Now say it in the way a pirate would say. Watermelon. 1, 2, 3. Okay, alright. Have your seat. Take your seats. Thank you. Alright. Now, here's the thing. A lot of times when it comes to things like solving world problems, everyone knows that there are world problems, right? Pollution, war, climate change. Everyone knows, right? Okay. And many times, we don't think it's our responsibility. We just think it'd be nice if someone could solve these problems. We don't think, what can I do about this every day? So that's us whispering about the problem. When we whisper the problem, there isn't much happening. It's just something you hear in passing. But when you shout out the problem, when you take effort to do something about it, then we hear the noise. Then it becomes a movement. Then we get the right people together and we can change things. And when we are creative, when we do the same thing in a different way, we get a completely different result. It becomes much more fun, it becomes much more easier to do, and we are happier doing it. So keep that in mind if you can. Alright, back to solving world problems. Now, before that, I'd just like to say thank you to all the amazing people from Yayasan Salam. A round of applause for them. Not only are they inspiring, but they are having conferences like this for us to learn to be more inspiring. And also the organizing team, our moderators, these people wearing yellow vests, they've been doing a great job since morning. Round of applause. So solving world problems starting from a 15-year-old girl, straight, right? You don't normally think that that's the person solving world problems. And I'll get to how I'm doing that in a moment. But first, I'd like to share a very personal story. Because I'm sure you'll all agree that world problems are something which is personal to each and every single one of us. We're all human. These are things that affect us all. So my name is Harsha. This is my story. So hi again, I'm Harsha. And my story starts a couple of years ago when I was about 11. So I was even smaller than I am now, right? And 11-year-old me would probably be the most blur person you'll ever meet. I was this typical Gen Z, which parents normally complain about. Don't talk, never interact with people, constantly on my phone, as they would say. And if you were in a room with me, you would probably think I was mute. Can you guys hear me now, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm no longer mute, nice to know, right? But one day, I realized something. Despite me being this blur, disengaged child, there were things that I liked. I liked science. I liked looking at the amazing things our species could do. How wonderful humanity was. We can put people on the moon. We're at the forefront of technology. We can create things our minds can't even conceive. But at the same time, we've caused a lot of problems along the way. Things like war, things like depression, things like climate change, and so on. Which is why it baffled me why such an amazing species was also creating so much harm. And that's when I realized that I wanted to solve world problems. That I want to make sure that these issues were resolved so that we can really put all of our focus and energy into being the best that we can be, into truly testing our limits and see how far we can go as a species, as people. But again, I was 11 years old, so I didn't really do much about it and went along with my 11-year-old life, la-di-da-di-da, okay. Until one day, I stepped into this talk show, something like this, a bit smaller. And in this talk show, it was called ETU, they were talking about not solving your problems, don't worry. They were talking about the mind. How each and every single one of us truly is limitless. And it's not like I stepped in there and suddenly the solution to world problems flashed before my eyes. No, nothing like that happened. But what they talked about did fascinate me. They talked about how you can reprogram your subconscious mind, innovate your thinking, set a goal, and if you put the right thoughts, words, and actions into it, you can really achieve anything. So my 11-year-old brain thought, this is interesting, but didn't really make the connection in solving world problems. Instead, I used it in something which I was comfortable with, something which I wanted to try out. So that's when I set my first goal. I wanted to get a scholarship to an international school. Now, I know that doesn't seem like a big deal to you guys, and probably now it doesn't seem like a big deal to me either. But at that time, to me and the people around me, it was huge. I didn't even know anyone who went to international school, nor could my parents afford to send me there, nor did I have the personality or the grades to get me a scholarship. But I set my goal, and through the guidance of the people at ETIAS, and through what I learned from there, I managed to reprogram my subconscious mind, change the way I thought, and take the right actions, use the right thought power awareness and mind dynamics to achieve this goal within 6 months. And I actually did get that scholarship, worth 150,000 ringgit covering my entire secondary school. But it wasn't getting the scholarship. It was the fact that it taught me one very important lesson. This works. That ordinary people like me could truly do what was normally reserved for extraordinary people. And it made me think, what else can I do? So I started spending more time with people in ETIAS, and I realized that that's exactly what each of them did. They would set a goal, something that they were passionate about, and they would reprogram their mind in a way that not only achieves their goal, but also makes people's lives better, impacts others at the same time. And while doing that, while putting their all and their best into it, whatever access they got along the way, in terms of time, money, resources, experience, they would put back into ETIAS so that more people could learn about themselves, more people would have access to know how they can use their minds. And ETIS is a lot of people, over 40 people and 29 companies, but I'll share the story of one guy, just one guy, to show you how powerful it really is. So this is the story of Jen. Jen's over there. Hi, Jen. I'm embarrassing him, okay. So Jen plays chess. You know, the board game chess. You guys have heard of it, right?
Yes.
Okay, alright, nice to know. So he's really, really good at chess. In fact, he brought home a bronze medal from the SEA Games a couple of years ago, right? Round of applause. The thing about Jen is, he teaches kids how to play chess. But he doesn't just do that. Through this game, he teaches youngsters about their minds. And you will see the youngsters that he works with are truly amazing. They can think clearly than most people you'll ever meet. And they are 9, they are 4, they are 7, they scare me. So he's created a generation which can think, which can find solutions, which can really do amazing things. And he's doing this, he's engaging an otherwise blur, silent generation through their own minds. In other words, he engages a disengaged generation through their minds, not a smartphone. And by doing what he loves, by playing chess, he's managed to impact thousands of lives, even getting everyday people to start seeing what they can do better in life, to start improving the quality of their own lives. And thus, the ripple effect of what he does impacts so many people, starting from one guy doing what he loves, because he reprogrammed his mind in a way that achieves success but benefits the people. And every single person in ETIS does this, as well as many other people out there. So this gives a platform for everyday people to make volunteerism, to make impacting lives, not only part of their careers, but part of their lifestyle, part of who they are. And I was having a chat with my mentor at Lango about this. He's actually here. Hi. Now I get embarrassed you too. And he was saying that that's actually how we solve world problems. I'm sure you guys would agree, very sadly, that one of the major causes of world problems, war, climate change, poverty, you've heard me listed before, is actually us. Oops. Somehow or another, without us realizing, the little things we do in our lifestyle end up contributing towards world problems. The petrol from our cars releases carbon. The plastic we use in our day-to-day lives. These are part of our lifestyle. Most of the time, we don't even notice that these are things that end up making climate change worse, that end up making pollution even more scary than it is now. But it's not like we can say, all right, we've identified the problem. Tomorrow, none of us are allowed to take cars. Everyone walk everywhere. We won't be here tomorrow morning because we'll all be still walking. We will be horrible. We'll run terribly off schedule. Okay? We can't do that. But somehow or another, that is the system in which we live our lives. And we can't really change the system as it is. But what we can do is, we can change the people. To change the system, we go through the people. And to change the people, we need to start young. Because it took many, many years for world problems to arise. And it will take many more until we completely simmer down. But it has to be us, we who start this change. Because only if we start, when we start, will these problems ever have any chance of being solved. So the decision is in our hands. And remember earlier, the whispering and the shouting of the word, right? You pick the word, alright? You whispered the word. You said the word out loud. So can you imagine if you can pick your own way of volunteering? something that you're passionate about. It could even be something like chess. Doing something that you love and shouting it out for the world. Being creative. Creating an impact, creating an effect that brings positive change to lives while doing what you love. And that's what ETIS does. So the younger generation of ETIS, this team called Ascendance, wonder where I've heard of them before, right? We banded together because we realized one thing. We can do things by ourselves. We can reprogram our minds, we can achieve success in what we love doing, but that can only do so much. Because only when we work together can we really make a change. So it's people like me, people like Hira. Hira, where are you? Hira's the crazy lady singing earlier. Killer voice. Yeah. Hira's actually an award-winning musician at age 18. Hira performs very often in places like KLPAC, the Actor Studio, so many famous places. And Hira is actually inspiring people through music. So her tagline is, what's your tagline, Hira?
Changing the world with music.
Changing the world through music. So she believes that music has the power to change lives, that she gives you a solution to your problems through her songs. And through that, she's managed to get a huge following of people advocating positivity, advocating the beauty in life, which if you listen to the radio these days, is a bit hard to come by. And we have other people like Madhura. Madhura's not even 21, right? Her birthday's in December, guys, get her a cake. So, Madhura's not even 21, but she's already a junior partner in an accounting firm. And Madhura helps people be sustainable in what they do. So ordinary people see how they can live lives while doing what they love doing. How they can truly make a difference while living the lifestyle that they want to live, right? Thanks, Madhura. And we have also people like Sanit. Sanit, where are you? I think he skipped school too, right? Oh, he doesn't have school today, but he's sitting for SPM currently. He's 17. Wish him good luck for his SPM.
Last paper.
Last paper's coming soon. Okay. So Sanit is awesome. He is a film director, and he makes world-class short films, videos, corporate videos, music videos, anything that you want regarding a camera, which I can't do. You get Sanit. He's awesome at it. And Sanit, I once asked him, why film, Sanit? Why not anything else? And Sanit gave me this amazing answer that made me go, psh. He said that film is the type of art that really connects people. You watch a movie, you're upset about it for the next 3 days. Right? If you don't like the movie, you're going to complain about it. If you got this deep lesson from the movie, it will change your life. Like Star Wars. Everyone wants to be a Jedi. You live your life according to the Jedi code. So Sanit basically brings change into people's lives through movies. So your very entertainment becomes a catalyst to make your life better. And just the four of us, through Ascendance, have impacted people in our own ways, but we've also started Ascendance to get other youngsters to realize that they can do this too. That through innovating the way they think, through volunteering, through reprogramming their subconscious mind in a way that they can do what they love, regardless of age, regardless of their background, they too can find a way to contribute towards solving more problems. That their very lifestyle can be one that makes life better. So, Ascendance has been doing this for about 2 years, Madhura? 1 year plus, alright, so for a while now. And so far we've managed to meet about over 500 students in 13 different institutions. And we're bringing this idea of how solving world problems becomes part of your everyday life to the young. And remember earlier, to change the system, you need to change the people. To change the people, you need to start young. So we're starting young. we are getting people my age, people younger. And now I work with 11-year-olds and I'm like, oh, this is how people feel about me. So, yeah. So we're getting other youngsters to see that they too can do this. They too can live the lives that they want to live while making a difference at the same time. And we've been very fortunate to have attracted the attention of the media, a lot of sources, to spread this idea to more places around Malaysia, around the world, in conferences like IAVE. Thanks guys for having us. In places like over in the Philippines, even earlier this May in a conference held by Berjaya Times Square. So a lot of attention and a lot of people have started adopting this lifestyle, have started wanting to reprogram themselves and be part of the solution. But again, it takes more than just whispering, right guys? We need to shout it out. We need to be part of this movement. So we even actually started working with the Ministry of Education, who approached us seeing the results that we've had and wants to pilot our programs in schools starting next year. So what this means is we're really getting this into the system. We are creating our own system. Because it's one thing to go and break down a building, but it's another thing to create a new building. Like, it's much easier to create something where we can be the change, where we can make our own system, than destroy something that's already there. So, we are doing this. We're getting more people to be able to do what they love, and to be able to help other people live more fulfilling lifestyles at the same time. That's about it. If you're wondering how you too can do this, how you too can start solving world problems, starting from you, come talk to us. I mean, we're not that scary. I'm like 15. I can't, worst I can do is give you homework. So, talk to us. We'll talk back. I'm not mute. And see how we can work together. Because again, only when we come together, all of us in places like IAVE, all of us from different backgrounds, different lifestyles come together with the idea, with the goal of solving world problems. Can we make a movement? Can we do good to this world? Because again, I say this almost every time I talk to people, and I said this last time in the Philippines, so I'll say it again, that I am a firm believer that when the world comes together, even the sky is not a limit. So thank you very much.